goodness. Got these words in my head that couldn't slow down long enough for this ink to catch up to. What am I?
Illusions of movements who sound like they're more than make you listen, but gave me visions of breathing chords and living holes being blown, sweet heavenly sequential. Baptized in the ears of eager blues-ridden listeners, sanctified sinners shooting pool, shooting up.
I am sensational sonnets that seductively stroke the cerebral side of you never knew you had. I am curvaceous corners that create lasting collective cosmic crevices on the right side of your consciousness meant to make you go mad. I am transcribing tender, titillating tones that tease the tip of my tongue as I try to translate the tingle on my intellect so you could taste the tam tickle that trembles tenaciously on treat you to thoughts of thought-provoking tendencies.
Made when it was falling.
Yo, what's up, Mahogany?
I'm like a bird flying high.
And I wonder, is he telling the truth?
You all looking good, Mahogany.
It's not your typical Tuesday night, we do it right at Mahogany Café. Yo, pass the mic.
How y'all feeling, Mahogany?
Alright!
Niggas and toe taps, finger snaps and daps. Mahogany, you all are the best. Mahogany, 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 Mahogany.
A stage play chronicling the ups and downs of the former Detroit hotspot Café Mahogany is making its way back to a stage in downtown Detroit by popular demand. The title of the play is
Mahogany Dreams. It's playing right now through this, actually, when is it playing through?
It's
next
March
weekend.
7th.
Yes, next weekend at the 1515 Broadway Theater in downtown Detroit. There's information right there. For tickets, you can call 313-585-4921. And to explain what Mahogany Dreams is all about is the playwright, Dorothy Redmond.
I'm Dorothy Redmond, and I am the playwright behind Mahogany Dreams. Mahogany Dreams tells the story of the famed Café Mahogany. Café Mahogany was a place for artists. It was a place to discover. Every Tuesday night they had poetry night, and you could see an eclectic blend of all types of people. Race didn't matter. Class didn't matter. It was just a lot of people who got together to have fun. I was blessed to have the cast that I had. Benjamin Jones, he was an up-and-coming poet in the Detroit poetry scene. Stacy Weddle, who was a Wayne State University theater grad, and they played the lead characters, and they did an awesome job. Then I had people like Kahn Davison, who was a poet, and Cassie Poe, who played Earth, who was just awesome. And just bringing all these characters together, it's like everybody fit. And it was magic every night.
Just happy
Give him some bass, give him some bass. Give him some bass. He was showing that page.
One time.
Grooving the throat.
Two times.
Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly.
How do we all get this close?
Looks like we already had some. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is what it, I don't know where it began for this young man, but this is definitely a new start. Oh, now he's doing it so fly. Wouldn't y'all all agree? Wouldn't you?
During the auditions, it was certain things about each actor that made me feel like they were right for the part. Ben Jones was very charismatic and very playful during his audition, and the character Zaire had to be charming. You know, he had to be charming enough that the audience could forgive him for some of the mistakes that he made. And I saw a lot of Zaire and Ben. For the character Dream, who is our lead character, the star, I was looking for an actress that had the ability to captivate an audience. She basically had to make the audience fall in love with her. found that in Stacey Weddle. Stacey is a very versatile actress. She displayed the ability to show a range. She went from anger to sadness, shyness to boldness, and she took the audience on an odyssey of emotions. In the character Natalie, I was looking for someone with spunk and sex appeal, and we found that in Danielle Brown. And I'm really, really impressed with Danielle because she really evolved into the character of Natalie. Because Natalie wasn't exactly a nice person, and if you know Danielle, she's very personable. And it was really hard for her to connect with the character because it was so different from who she really is. She really did an awesome job pulling it off. And with the character Knowledge, Kahn Davison just nailed it. It's hilarious because Knowledge was that pro-black guy that's always in the cafes, always complaining, always talking about revolution. And if you know Kahn, he's a very wise young man, but Knowledge was one of the most entertaining characters in the play because he was so extreme, and Kahn really tapped into the irony and humor that people like that in the cafe can be. And with Mother Earth, Cassie was a very soft-spoken person, and with Earth, you know, she's very loving and nurturing. And Cassie, I could see so many elements of Earth in the actress Cassie Poe. And Cassie is just naturally a very accommodating, kind person, and she was perfect for the character Earth because you could just feel that in her.
When I was 19 years old, I found a magical place nestled in the heart of Harmony Park. Café Mahogany became a refuge for singers, dancers, and artists. You could grace the stage and offer your soul's expression through spoken word, song, or poetry. It was more than just a coffee house. For us, it was a way of life. Self-expression without self-consciousness. Unconditional love without fear. Café Mahogany closed in the year 2000. Now I can only visit it in my Mahogany Dreams.
For one, it's different. You know, you got the gospel, I'm tired of men. You know, you got the regular, you got the norm. This is on a whole nother, on another level. And it's down to earth. It's something people can relate to. And especially if you're an artist and you live in Detroit, you can relate to it regardless. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people in the crowd that were 60, 70 years old. You know, the crowd range was from 13 to 60 to 70. So it has something for everybody. Everybody could relate.
Last night I had this dream. I had this dream that Martin Luther King didn't have that dream. See, I saw that paper that would change this world as we know it, just glowing that Southern song with an eerie blankness. It would haunt my unconsciousness as I watched that pen that would shout freedom from every mountaintop just drop from Mr. King's frustrated hands and roll across that penny brown table and commit suicide against Ms. King's freshly waxed hardwood floors.
Every single person in this cast has something to offer, and they're very creative in their own way, whether it's singing, acting, dancing, poetry, rapping, or whatever, or just the certain type of person they are. Everyone has a unique personality, and it brought Café Mahogany back to life. Because even though I've never been there, I feel, from what I hear, that Café Mahogany was a mixture or melting pot of different personalities.
It was.
And
you think this cast got that?
Yeah, I definitely think we brought our experiences to the table and made Mahogany Dreams what it should be. So.
Did it ever occur to you to once think about me? I mean, I have been behind you all this time, supporting your fantasies. When are you going to start supporting me? Your mom's driving this big body Benz, living in a beautiful home.
Because it's an awesome play, the characters and the story from the true essence of Mahogany, you really did capture it. it's just fun-filled, it's entertaining, it's enlightening, and it's real.
I need a man with a little bit more substance than that in my life. A man who knows how to treat a lady like a lady, not like a treat he can trick for his own enjoyment. Spin for a second to satisfy his curiosity, then send packing some Sunday soon after he sampled her sweetness. Not really her center, just her cervix, but he doesn't really know this because he's being way too surface. And see, that's just some BS.
Trying to preserve the history, because that's the most important thing. Preserving the history of something that some people seem, want to render insignificant, because there's so many things that's going on that people take for granted, but it's important because so many people's lives been changed. And we all gotta, pay attention to what's going on, because if we don't, it'll just be like dust, like there's dust in the alley. Nobody really pay attention to that. But we're more important than that. We got big things to do. The whole industry, music, arts, culture, it's important, things that people like, things that people don't like. There's always got to be a balance to it, and just portray the true story and the plain way things are for life to be seen true and true indeed.
I would describe Café Mahogany as a dream catcher, because it was a place for people to make their dreams come true. If you were a singer, if you were a poet, if you were a dancer, you could be center stage, and for a couple minutes and for one night, you could be a star. So Café Mahogany was a dream catcher.
That was my home. That was like, I have not gone to a cafe yet since then that could equal Café Mahogany. Walking into that place was like walking into a club with the essence of life, real life. It wasn't like, you go into Club Exhale or St. Andrews. There was realness and authenticity to it. And the people just had amazing energy and love, and it was just incredible.
The talent that came out of there, the centrifuge of energy between the artists, the whole feeling of Mahogany. Like, I never firsthand experienced it, but to hear people talk about it, you can still feel the energy when a Mahogany poet come in the cafe. You know it. You know before they even say it. You know Mahogany Cafe poets. You know Mahogany Cafe artists. They have a similar feel. Like, they all feel the same. They feel like a family.
They can't rap you like you come on. And the zone with your nigga from the phone. Take it out. Put your hot sound. Get this shit up. You got to feel it.
Audiences should come out and see Mahogany Dreams, because it really is an accurate portrayal of what the real Café Mahogany was. We were honored by the owners of Café Mahogany. They came down and saw the show, and they left in tears because they said we really caught the essence of what Café Mahogany was all about. And I think that was one of the biggest compliments I ever received.
Let's give 2 snaps, 3 gloves, and some handouts to you, Mahogany. 3 years Mahogany's been here. 3 years it's created a way for talent time. It has created a way for us to realize that you don't have to be a poet to love poetry. You don't have to be a rapper to love hip